Hello, everyone. Welcome to Marilyn's Tarot Take. It's Monday where I am. I hope everybody is doing well. I am thrilled to be able to show these decks today. These are actually my husband's decks. I backed the original on Kickstarter a couple years ago, and then these two decks are the most recent Kickstarter. This is the Somnia Tarot. This is the original. The revised edition has been enhanced, and he's altered a few of the pictures. This is the Oracle. So this is 78 cards. The Oracle is 74 cards. And the author's name is Nicolas Bruno. He is a New York artist, and he works in the mediums of photography, sculpture, and costume design. So these decks were created from his sketches. He sewed all the costumes and designed all the costumes from either materials he found or antique type of materials, and he builds all the sets. So if there's any set construction that's needed, as you will see in these cards, if you're not familiar with them, there's quite a bit of construction and posing, and it's incredible. If any of you have the Somnia Tarot, you know what I'm talking about already, and you haven't even seen the cards. But I'm going to do a comparison here of these first so you can, and I'll go through rather quickly. I think, I always dilly-dally and tarry and take too long, but that's okay. These decks deserve a lot of attention. And then the Oracle, I may do on its own. I may pull with these. I may throw them together at the end. I don't know. I'm a little overwhelmed because there's so much history behind how he did this deck. This is 15 years of work and photography. This goes all the way back 15 years. The tarot was based on a tarot deck that is of Greek descent, and his Greek grandmother had a tarot deck that he found in the basement. And so he was so intrigued as a boy, and it just stuck with him. So he incorporated that with particularly the oracle. He had dream journals because he had quite a bit of experience with nightmares and with sleep paralysis. And I don't know if by sleep paralysis he means that he did any astral travel. I'm not real sure. There's a plethora of information on him out there. If I read all the information that was available on the Kickstarter backing, I would have 20 minutes in reading just that. But it's fascinating what he's done, and he's done it all himself. These I know were photographed in the marshlands and the shoreline of Maryland, I believe, and no, Long Island, Long Island. And the inspiration he got from his grandmother for his grandmother's deck. It's just like I say, I'm a little bit overwhelmed with if I can do this justice, but I'm just going to dive in and show you the beauty of these decks. It's absolutely incredible. So I'm going to move these things out of the way because I don't want to scratch any of them. They're actually not my deck, so I better be extra careful. So I'm going to set aside the oracle. We'll get back to that. And let's just look at the differences between these two decks. I'm going to pause and bring it down just a little bit. Okay, let's take a look at the beautiful, beautiful decks. Again, the artistry of this man and everything, knowing that he's done all of this himself. The original came with just a teeny tiny little book, whereas the new ones, Somnia Tarot Revised Edition by Nicolas Bruno. The box is lovely. He upgraded the box to the clamshell from just a regular two-part box here, and it comes with our little note cards from Nicholas. And as you can see, there's a little bit more pizzazz to this one. Just beautiful. And the book, look at the gorgeous book. It has just a paragraph for each one of the cards. It's a nice little book. The cards kind of speak for themselves. They're just incredible. But yeah, just a paragraph for each one. Beautiful. Beautiful box. Beautiful. Comes with a card of authenticity. It even comes with a little pendulum card that you can use with your pendulum. Isn't that fun? Yes, unknown, no. Rephrase, yes, unknown, no. So yeah, love that. My husband may have been playing with these, so I'm hoping they're still in order. But look at the inside of the box. It's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous, everything about it. Explore the world of tarot through the visions of Nicolas Bruno, an artist who transforms his dreams and nightmares into surreal photographs. Each artwork in the Somnia Tarot Revised Edition will guide you on a journey through dreamscapes, traditional archetypes, and the realm of the unconscious. The Somnia Tarot Revised series contains 80 gilded cards and a companion booklet. So it's 2025. Nicolas Bruno, somniatarot.com. And beautiful box. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me put that over here. Okay. Oh, now the backs are markedly different. Markedly different. So he has definitely stepped it up a notch or two. Now, the original cards are slightly bigger than the first cards. So he made these more tarot sized. So he did scale them down just a wee bit. And I must say the backs are much more fabulous with that gold foil. I'm all about gold foil. I got a little bit of a, I don't want that to be too lighted there. I'll get that down there. Okay. So we've got the little compass here that's still represented on both beautiful gold foiling. So you can see he's really stepped it up a notch or two. These were just the plain white. And the fact that they're borderless is nice. You have to brighten this up just a wee bit because I don't want it to be too dark. See, that's a little bit better. Okay, so here we go. As you can see, the card itself is a little brighter, a little more detail in there that you can see, and the fact that it's borderless is nice. It really kind of enhances the image. And so you'll see that there's just a more of a brightness and a definition in some of the images, and the image is a little bit larger because there's no border. But look at the magician. I mean, the fool, he's instead of stepping off a cliff, he's stepping out a window. And you don't know if he's tied to that bed fully. Looks like he has a rope coming down. I mean, these cards are great. And so here's the magician. There are his tools. The high priestess. Isn't that fabulous? I'm going to set these out of the way. I'm putting these over here. I just want to focus on the cards. So you can see that it's just enhanced. Things pop a little bit more, just a little bit more detail. Isn't that fabulous? And the finish is it's not quite rose petal. It's very similar finish. This one feels a little bit softer than this one, but they're the same cardstock. If there is a difference in cardstock, it's not by much. I'm not a cardstock expert by any stretch of the imagination. Here's the Empress. The Emperor. Let me try this brightness up a little bit more. There we go. An anvil. He built this all himself. And as you can see, he's got that pretty well tied on there, but that's him underneath the sheet or whatever you want. And the heads are always most often covered. He's got a book in his hand. So he's the emperor there. Hierophant. Aren't these just fabulous? He's collected and built all of this. I mean, he was using antiques and things that he could find. The lovers. You've got the fire. And you've got the regular foliage there. And the ladder leading up. Oh, these are just outstanding. There's the chariot. And they're in the water. This is not in any way, shape, or form AI generated, nothing. He is in the water. These people are in the water. It's just amazing what he's gone through to get these pictures. Here's strength. Isn't that beautiful? This is, you can't really see this super well, but see, it's a trap. It's a big trap. The hermit. Where's his lantern? I just love the fact that he is standing in the water. It's the real deal. The Wheel of Fortune. I'm assuming he has added the fire on there because I don't think you'd burn up a perfectly good grandfather clock. So that's probably an effect to use. Look at the Justice card. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Is that not fabulous? Oh, gotta keep these straight. Hanged Man. That's him hanging there. That is him hanging there. It's amazing. I would think that would kind of hurt. They're sticking together. And the Death card. Beautiful. Isn't that amazing? Temperance. And you can see it, his hand's a little bit more blue. The water's just a little bit more blue. The picture's a little bit clearer. And with it being borderless, it really does pop. Both decks are fabulous. The Devil. I wish I would have bought one for me now. Love the Devil. Oh, the entanglement there. The Tower. It's amazing. He built that, stuck that down in the sand, got under there, and again, I'm sure that's an effect. Look at the star, the pinks of the sky, the pathway. The moon. Love that. Climbing up to the moon. The sun. Look at that robe coming down. He's on a wall. It's not a real horse. Oh, just gorgeous. Judgments. There's that ladder again. Look at the world. Is that not fabulous? Sitting there reading a book. Here's the Ace of Swords coming out of the chest. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Four of Swords. I love this. The blanket is held down by the sword tips. Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Love this. Love this. Moving on. Calmer waters. He's going up. Love it. Seven. Wow. Eight. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Nine. 10. I love this. He's inside like a chest, and the sword's holding the top down. Isn't that fabulous? Page of Swords. There's the single sword right there. He's looking out over the landscape there. Knight of Swords. Look at that. Wow. These are so beautiful. So beautifully done. Look at the Queen, this plum draping over. Oh. And the King. Queen and the King. She's facing sideways, he's facing head on. Not sure what's in the bags. Oh, what a picture. The Ace of Wands. He's down in a hole with a smoke machine. Two of Wands. Isn't that beautiful? And there's the two wands. Two candles. I'll get it. You're kind of stuck together. I'll get it. There we go. There's the three. So haunting. Four of Wands. There they are having a little dinner, little snack, little celebration. Five. Blowing out the candles with the, oh, the name escapes me, the bellows that you use on your fireplace. So, yeah, blowing them out. Six of Wands. Love it. He's got the candles up there somewhat like a crown. Love, love, love. Seven of Wands. Holding them off. Now, whether these are real, if this is real fire or not, I do not know. I do not know. Wouldn't surprise me. Look at that Eight of Wands. They're all pointing. Love that. The interpretation. How he's depicted it. It's just, oh, so fabulous. Here's the Nine. Got his umbrella fighting off the rain, perhaps. And the Ten of Wands. That's the burden bearing down. Isn't that fabulous? Love, love, love it. Okay. I just cannot get these without them sticking. Look at the Page of Wands. Is that not amazing? Wow. Knight. How that red pops. Queen. Love the Queen of Wands. And the King. The Queen and the King. Gorgeous. All right, the Ace of Cups, appropriately being a well. Two. Love this. Here's the two buckets coming down. I love that. Fabulous. The Three of Cups. There they're pouring their buckets. Four of Cups. That's a very interesting depiction. These two appear to be tied together. He would have to step over that to move forward. There's so much you could get from each one of these pictures. They could stand alone on the wall. I mean, being photographs, they would just make a beautiful, each one of these would make a great picture. Five of Cups. That's very interesting. At least he's sheltered from the rain. Tied up with grief. Six of Cups. Seven. Don't you love this? All the different things in the cups. Love it. Eight. He stacked them up and is walking away, or boating away, as it were. Nine of Cups. It's so beautiful. Wouldn't that be lovely in your garden? Have that be a waterfall or a fountain for your garden. That'd be just be, oh, great. 10. And the Page of Cups. You got your scuba guy. I love it. And I like that he's put a bottle in there. That's very interesting. Knight. I like the umbrellas too. He's thrown those umbrellas in periodically. And here's the Queen and the King. Beautiful. I mean, it's pretty much the same images. They're just a little clearer and just a little brighter and more definition. Okay, here's the Ace of Coins. Love that. There's that chest again. This is one of my favorite. Two of Coins. Look at this. Now, obviously, those chairs are affixed to each other, but is that not cool? Three of Coins. It's the Four. Interesting. He's burying them, hoarding them and burying them. Five of Coins. Well, he's in a bit of a pickle there, isn't he? In a bit of despair, I'd say. Six of Coins. Yeah, this one's quite a bit brighter with the background there. Seven. That's interesting. Eight. Love this background. Wonder where that is. Exactly. Or if that's just an image that he's put in that. Here's the 9. Beautiful. And the 10. I really wish I could get my fingers to work a little bit better to get these across. Okay. Page. He's found a coin. He's either burying it or he found it. He's on an adventure. And here's the knight. Maybe he's got more coins in his satchel there. Queen. And the king. Love it. Aren't these magnificent? And there's definitely a difference between the two decks. There's no doubt about it. But they're still both absolutely gorgeous in their own way. Either deck would be fabulous to have. Ah, love, love, love it. And the quality is so great. Okay, I'll put these over here because I really want to show the Oracle. Beautiful. This is the Oracle series. And this says, explore your shadow through the visions of Nicolas Bruno, an artist who transforms his dreams and nightmares into surreal photographs. Each artwork in the Somnia Tarot Oracle series will guide you on a journey through dreamscapes, traditional archetypes, and the realm of the unconscious. Somnia Tarot Oracle series contains 76 gilded cards and a companion booklet. This oracle deck can be seamlessly merged with the Somnia Tarot Revised Edition to create your own personalized deck of cards, which would be very fun. Look at the beautiful plum color on the box. Ugh. So nice. Seems to be the same picture inside. Or is it? Or is it? I think it is. Nope. Duh. I wouldn't be a very good person that some sort of crime just happened because I wouldn't even be able to tell you what happened. Okay, this is the climbing out of the water, and this looks like to be in water but has a candle going through a canopy. Interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't make a very good witness to a crime, would I? It's not even close to the same picture. Okay, and then this is the same type of booklet, plum colored. Same amount of information inside. About 84 pages. Nice. Okay. Oh, I didn't notice this before, but there's even some imagery here on this part of the box. Ooh. In this part of the box. I shortchanged you on the other box. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Gilding. Same size as the other. You now possess an authentic printing of the Somnia Tarot Oracle series. Oracle series captures the essence of dreams, nightmares, and surreal landscapes of the unconscious mind. This collection of art is genuine representation of Nicolas Bruno's visionary works blending dream world experiences with traditional divination. Each image from the series was created through photography, sculpture, costume design, and dream journal entries. May these artworks illuminate your path and bring you insight, inspiration, and clarity within your readings. Nicolas Bruno. Beautiful. You can't really see that because it's so teeny tiny. So teeny tiny. And this also comes with a pendulum board card. That's fun. What a nice treat. Okay, and the backs, gorgeous. Same as the others. just a different color. These are blue and these are plum. Loving the plum. I'm all about the plum. Gorgeous. And again, gilded. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. I might pick a card and read. Let's see. I wish I had a little better lighting, but I'm going to try. See if that helps a little bit. Okay, this is the veil. Wow. The ancestor. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. The guide. Message. The anima and animus. Wow. These are haunting, aren't they? Persona. Ooh. The shadow. Let's read about the shadow. That just seems pretty pertinent. I hope they're in some sort of a room that I can find. Here it is, the shadow. Distortion, fear, repression, primal drive, secrets, and melancholy. It's a teeny tiny lettering, so I'll do my best. In the center of a dark void, the door of transparent vessel slowly opens, revealing a silhouette within. The figure gazes toward the opening as fog begins to seep inward. In this gradual blending, the figure begins to to acclimate, neither consumed by the shadow nor retreating into safety. By embracing the shadow as part of the self, one can harmonize both light and darkness to achieve wholeness. The shadow is a vessel that contains our deepest secrets, fears, and traumas. These aspects of self often thrive in avoidance, but by confronting them directly, we build the courage necessary to transform. Pursuing a patient analysis of our dark side, taken one step at a time, allows for gradual reconciliation and the successful integration of our hidden selves. So there's a lovely paragraph with each card. That's lovely. That was the shadow. Here's the self. Beautiful. The fated three. That's on the front of the box. That I can see why he chose that picture. That's beautiful. Absolution. And the fact that there's 74 cards, really? Absolution. The beacon. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. The cash. Tipping them so you can see the wording at the bottom. Wow. The word. That's interesting. The word. Could spend a lot of time with each one of these cards, that's for sure. Fatigue. Yep, the sands of time. Weighing heavy on your back. All the while he's still writing, trying to get his job done there. Fatigue. The impasse. Wow. He actually has a video on the Kickstarter that shows him building this. This is real. He built this. Like I say, there's a video, and that's him up there. I know it's hard to believe, but I watched it. So yeah, he builds these things and finds these antiques and all of his props. The stirring. Very interesting. The presence. Ooh. Presence outside of the window. You can see where some of this imagery could have come from. Nightmares. The journal. Looks like ancient script. The sentinels. This is just a fabulous picture. Look at that. The watchman. Look at that purple in the sky. Wow. Pioneer. Doesn't show up really well, but it's kind of a greenish tinge almost to the sky. The horizon. Beautiful. The haven. So misty. Foggy. The threshold. Interesting. Uses ladders a lot. There's that clock again. Continuum. And chests floating in the water, perhaps, or more clocks. It's kind of hard to see. The Wayfarer. Rising up off the ground or landing. We don't know which one. The vestige. Departure. Oh, wow. Look at that. He looks to be tethered to the earth. He's not going far. Initiation. All the people in the background there. Ascent. It could also be descent, but he has it as ascent. Ascent. Sanctuary. $15 worth of collection of photographs and work he's done. I love this card. This is Spirit of Air. That is gorgeous. Wow. And the Spirit of Fire. Got the stonework in the back. Spirit of Water. Gorgeous. Want to check something out? Yes, this is the same. Well, not quite the same. Very similar thrones, as it were. Looks like these two are the same, the water and the fire. Gorgeous. Okay, I'll quit messing around here. Spirit of Earth. Gosh, I love this. I really wish these were mine. Immersion. That's immersion, all right. Pretty much up to his neck in water. He's in the bed, having a bad dream. Illumination. Ooh, interesting. I haven't seen these cards. I saw a few of the others, but I haven't seen these. The Seeker. The Alchemist. Wow. Now that's cool. Don't know if he's creating vapor, turning into vapor. The Augur. Beautiful. Castaway. Yeah. These are some of the items that were in the other photos. That's the scuba diver's head or helmet. Looks like one of the pieces of the thrones, perhaps. I don't think it's the grandfather clock. Very cool. The messenger. That's so appropriate. The revenant. Oh, wow, that's powerful. Look at that. Wow. I'm probably going through these too slowly, but you know, the mayor. That's my nickname is Mayor. The mayor. Interesting. The tether. The ensnared. I have to pause just a second. The captor. It looks like from an old Bonnie and Clyde movie or a black and white movie. Escape artist. Those kind of go together, don't they? Yep. Looks like he got away. The reckoning. Beautiful. Wow. Maelstrom. Yep. That's Maelstrom, all right. Oh my goodness. What a mess. That is Maelstrom. For sure. Fortitude. Well, they don't really go together. I was thinking maybe that was another pairing almost. Fortitude. Beautiful. Not giving up. Composure. Well, yes, he's pretty composed considering his area is on fire. I'd say he's pretty well composed. Ooh, look at this. Dousing. Oh, wow. Aren't these just wonderful? Recovery. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Preservation. Getting locked away in his chest there. The Bastion. I just love the settings he's created. I would love to have that on my wall if I had room. The drift. Interesting. You think of a drift with snow or water, or that's an interesting depiction of the drift. Huh. The weight. Yeah. Yeah. That's great. So good. The dispute. Well, is he getting a chair thrown at him? But he's blindfolded. It's a completely unfair dispute. Wow. Interesting. Gosh, these are interesting. Severance. Huh. So much went into the making of these. The deluge. Oops, I'm got an extra one here. The sundering. Oh, look at the hands coming up here, holding the ropes. Gosh, these are powerful. The target. Oh my. Well, you kind of hope they're a poor shot if you're sitting right in front of it. Affliction. Interesting. Well, you'd have to go through this deck 3 or 4 times to get the true feel of it and to capture everything that's in each photograph. Malevolence. He's not going to get far, is he? That ladder again. Divergence. So interesting. Exposure. Those look like arrows. Duality. Love this card. Another wall-worthy card for sure. Love this card. The labyrinth. The burden. Wow. Carrying the souls of many, perhaps, or just carrying the weight of others around you, the weight of the world. The rubbery. There's he coming out of a chest again. Dissonance. Love that. And catharsis. Oh my goodness. Are these cards just fabulous? Well, I thank you, my hubby, for letting me show these cards tonight. Not that he wouldn't let me, but I'm so glad I got them. I really, really am so glad. They're just gorgeous. Again, these are the Somnia Tarot and the revised edition by Nicolas Bruno. This is the Somnia Oracle series. And I'll make sure that they're available. I'll look and see if he has them on his own personal site. Being Kickstarters, I don't know how quickly they're, how many he made, how many he has back. Do not know. But these are fabulous. I am so pleased that I was able to get these and able to back these decks. It's so fabulous. So I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed going through them. It's just, I want to go through them again because there's so much in each photograph that is just so beautiful. And the way he's depicted it, it's very thought-provoking for sure. Very thought-provoking. Please let me know what you thought of the decks. What do you think of these types of decks, the photography decks? It's not really a collage deck, but it's a photography deck with possibly some effects in there. Let me know what you think. Which deck do you like the best? Are you leaning toward the Oracle? Are you leaning toward the old, the new revised tarot? Let me know. I'd be very interested to hear. So thank you so much for stopping by. And if you made it to the end, thank you for watching the whole video. I hope that you will have a wonderful rest of this week. Hold on to hope and happiness and joy. Find any little piece and pocket of peace anywhere you can. So enjoy the rest of the week, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.